What's going on, Spurs family? What's going on? Um, Today I want to talk about another prospect, that we can potentially have this draft, and that is Amin Thompson of I think Overtime Elite. Um, and so I'm go over with the scouting report on this guy. So far, what I've seen is that he has good size and has okay, not okay, he has beyond okay leaping ability. So he's a great athlete. That's we always can have good athletes. He has a extremely quick first step and explosive when taking off for a shot. They say he's a potential top five pick, as you know most people have him in that top five, top 10. So what I'm reading mostly is they raving about his ability to leap. Great bounce. He got tremendous handle. He's a potential playmaker, so they say. He gets to the rim with ease, leverages crossover spins, hesitations, pure blow by quickness. And excuse me for the noise out back. It's people cutting the grass, but hope that don't bother too many people. Uh, so yeah, he gets to the rim with ease, crossover spins, hesitations, pure blow by quickness. With that in mind, there's times where he somewhat he's loose with the ball, which will need to be tightened up and moving forward. So far it looks like he's an athlete who can get to the rim, and I mean that's okay, but to me, I need somebody that has good shooting. I hope we draft somebody that has good shooting because that's something that we need. I said over and over, we like close to the bottom in the league in 3 point shooting. I think that's the game today. I think we really need some good shooting. Hopefully, the players improve their shooting that's on the roster already. But I do think we need some added shooting. And they haven't mentioned the shooting. I haven't watched them play, so I don't know how good the shooting is. But usually, when you hear athletes and stuff like that, usually their shooting is not that good. Um, they say he isn't just good in the half court as relations to generating shots. So he can get his shots off. He can get to the rim again. That athletic get to the rim. Usually you hear that. More I'm hearing this is more got me. It got me thinking more of okay. He's not really a good shooter. He's fantastic in transition. This is where he often puts on a show. Okay, CC, this is nothing but fillers, right? They just keep talking about his athletic ability. What else does he bring to the table here? Um, and of course, he's young. He got Of course, these players can develop this. Nobody comes in a finished product, but you want to see them, having at least okay jumper. Maybe 30% from 3 point line. Had that potential. Like, what is his form like? Like, this is what I want to read about in the scouting report. How is his form? How is his, you know, is he fluid in the offense? It's just nothing but he's a high riser. He can great on transition. He puts on a show. Come on, like give us something more than that. Um, Here again with his size, he's 6'7", gets near the rim. Okay, how many times you gonna say that? We know that already. He can finish with power. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, here it is. Outside the absurd athleticism that they spent like 4 or 5 paragraphs on, Thompson also has a great natural feel for the game offensively, so that's good. That goes to what they mentioned earlier about potential playmaking ability. He has legitimate guard skills despite having the size and length of a wing of a forward. That's good. That's pretty good. He's really emerged as a great facilitator over the past few years, showcasing his ability to pass the ball. So that's 6'7", ability to pass the ball, playmaker. Okay, I like that. I'm liking it so far. I'm starting to like him. Okay, he got the athletic ability, and he also has the ability to pass the ball. Good playmaking skills. He's not only can he combo guard, score, and pass at a high level, he also generates a high number of rebounds for his position. So he can get down there and get some boards. That's always good. We need good rebounding. Rebounding wins championships. Um, so okay, talking about triple doubles. That's not really talking about much. Okay, being generated as a top 3 pick. Okay. Um, okay. The one thing holding Thompson back from being a guaranteed top 3 pick is his perimeter shot. Oh, see, okay, I knew this was coming. When you talk about all that athleticism for most of this article, you already knew that he wasn't really going to be a good shooter. So one thing that's holding him back is from being one thing that's holding him back from being a top 3 pick is his perimeter shooting. While he has improved some, this will absolutely be what teams focus on in the pre-draft process. He isn't a defender. His twin brother is basically the defender, but that's okay. Like defender, like I said previously, in a previous video, I can't remember the prospect name, but defense is it's effort. Basically knowing where you need to be in effort, communicating. It's not really much skill involved in that. It's not really not much skill involved in that. He has the athletic ability, so I'm pretty sure he can move laterally pretty well. So I think if he just, put more effort on I never seen him play, but if he put more effort on defense with what they say he has, with his athletic ability, putting effort on a defensive end, communicating, sliding your feet well. It's not really much of a skill defensively. It's about who wants it more. It's about the dog in you, really, on the defensive side of the ball. So I'm not really concerned about that part of his game. I will be concerned if if you don't want to play defense, is what I'm trying to say. If you I'm not interested in playing D, like a James Harden type of person, type of player, then I'll have my reservations. But defense, it's not like a skill that needs to be developed. It's just based off how bad the person wants to play defense. But yeah, let's see what else he has. He got long arms, lateral quickness. Yeah, so if he got lateral quickness, he might just don't want to play defense. And then that will be a problem. But if you can coach him into wanting to play defense, if you bring that dog out, then he got potential to be a two-way player. He got the size, the length, the athleticism. He just got to know where to be, know how to communicate. That's defending. That's defending. And sorry about the dogs barking if y'all can hear that. Let's see what else here. He has he's versatile and has the tools to guard at least 3 positions. That's good, obviously, from his size and athleticism. He struggles from the free throw line. That's we not really that much of a good free throw shooting team either. But I guess that can be developed. His 3-point shooting is not really good either. But these things can be improved. It's just that I want the good. I'm not expecting 40% from the 3-point line shooting like Brandon Miller is. Well, at least give me like 30%, because that shows that it's there. They're really not showing his 3-point shooting, so I'm not really sure about what his percentage is on that. But hopefully, it's not in the 20s. Hopefully, it's not in the 20s. But I don't think they're going to show. I think they're just going to talk about his game. playing in the overtime elite system is interesting. Yeah. That's another thing that I worry about. How is the competition in overtime elite? Is his game going to translate into the pros? The 82 game grind that the NBA is. With competition at the highest level, with players wanting to come at you. I mean, it's not college basketball. Don't get me wrong. NBA is the higher level, but I do think college basketball is a bit tougher. Now, a lot of people might disagree with that. I think, it's more, reason why I say it's more tougher because there's more players wanting to play defense in the NBA. Players take off, players take games off, and I think we can all see that. In college, really, nobody really takes games off because they all trying to make it somewhere. And so I think college basketball is a little bit more difficult. Let me know what y'all think about that. But yeah, that's one thing that I kind of question about this guy is his playing in an overtime elite system, and also his ability to shoot the basketball. Now his defense is not really concerning me. They say that's everything. It'll only concern me if they spoke about his demeanor, like he's like unwilling to play defense. But I think he got the capabilities to be a solid defender. And those are the things that really that sticks out: the shooting and the competition. Really, he ain't played against real high level competition. I don't think. I don't know. The overtime elite system. But from what I read, he sounds like a fantastic player. I wouldn't mind picking him up actually. If he got playmaking ability, he got explosive athleticism, then I wouldn't mind this guy because if I just need to know how much he shoot. I'm not even gonna look at how much he shoot from the 3-point line. Really, it depends on how much work he put in the off season. But the playmaking ability, the passing, 6'7", he sounds like a good player to pick. I wouldn't mind picking him if he falls to us. Like, I probably need to see some games. Look on YouTube and see if they have some games, like full games, not highlights. Let's see if they got some full games of them. Like, I'm kind of sold on this. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sold based on what I'm reading here. You just need to work on a couple things, which is the shooting and basically wanting to play defense. But we really need to see how he goes. Like, the competition thing is how you gonna do going against guys that will get after it. And that's my only concern. And that was eye opening with Brandon Miller as well. I was high on Brandon Miller, but again, college is more difficult than the pros. There's a lot of players that want to get at you, definitely in that tournament. And I don't know if it's because he was hurt, but when it was getting up under him, he was a bit shaky. He had a shaky game. And that's what I worry about because, playing in the elite system, going from that, the NBA is a step higher, and it is players in the NBA that will get after you. Definitely playoff time. If we trying to build for the future, playoff time, everybody plays hard. And we got, is he well, by the time we make the playoffs, to be quite honest, hopefully he'd be, quite developed. But still, it's a high level game. The NBA is a high level game compared to overtime elite. So that's my only big concern right there. That's my big concern. But I'm going to leave it there. That's Spurs talk for the day. And sorry for the background noise and all that. It is what it is. I get back with y'all soon. And make sure y'all stay blessed and stay safe. It's crazy out here. It's real crazy out here. Peace and blessings.